Hey, what's up, you guys? Good to be back. It's good to be back once again. And I've come across some really, really good news. You guys have probably come across it already, but I first saw evidence of this being true last week, but I had family visit over the weekend, so I didn't get a chance to really, produce anything as far as this topic. But we got Resident Evil 5 Remake possibly gonna drop. They're either gonna drop the game or they're gonna drop a trailer showcasing a release date for it. I don't think they would drop Resident Evil 9 and Resident Evil 5 Remake in the same year. I don't think that's a good idea. Let's let Resident Evil 9 sort of get their time. But I think it's the 30th anniversary for Resident Evil in general, and the anniversary present is going to be the remake of Resident Evil 5. Now, a lot of people actually do not like this game for some odd reason. They say this is the worst co-op, whatever. They say that Sheva is the worst co-op person. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Sheva, I guess in terms of speed running, she doesn't do exactly what she wants you to do. But if you're just playing through the game normally, Sheva was probably the best co-op partner out of all the co-op partners you run across. Even in Resident Evil 6, because everybody had a co-op partner except Ada. But here, Sheva was definitely my favorite and probably my favorite female Resident Evil character out of all of them. Not to mention that she held her own throughout the entire fucking game. There wasn't a moment where, besides the very end, where she almost got pulled out by Wesker. Spoilers. I don't even know why I gotta say that. This game has been out since 2008. Come on, 2009. Sorry, but yeah, man. I don't know when exactly this game is gonna come out. Possibly next year or towards the end of the year. But the news that I came across that let me know that this might be true is the voice actor of Sheva said that she's cooking up something real good in the oven, and that's what really brought my attention to it. Because I talked about Resident Evil 5 if they were to do a remake 2 years ago, or no, 2.5 years ago. This was 2023, and I sort of listed out the things that I would want in Resident Evil 5. I honestly don't quite remember, but I do remember one of them had something to do with improving the AI function. And I don't think they're gonna have every single piece of content from the original Resident Evil. I think they're gonna do what they did with Resident Evil 4 and just kind of just revise and create something more to the modern eye, if you will. It would be nice if they brought every single concept from the OG Resident Evil 5, but they're not gonna do that. I wonder if I said 9 or 5 previously, but we're talking about Resident Evil 5 right now. Now Wesker, this probably will be a chance for all the people that were born in the early 2010s or the mid 2010s to know who Wesker actually is and get caught up on before he becomes the antagonist in Resident Evil 10 or something. But Wesker was probably my best antagonist for me, because he just reminded me of Neo, and I wasn't expecting that from a Resident Evil game. When this game came out, I was 11 years old, and it was the first Resident Evil game that I had the courage to play, because I was such a punk back then in terms of horror games like this. Mainly because I didn't know what to do, not so much I'm scared of the actual enemies. I was more scared of not knowing what to do more than any horror that you were able to throw at me. But now, I'm not gonna say now, but I want to say a year or two for me being 11, I actually beat the game from start to finish. I was screw it, I need to beat this, because a lot of people say that this is their favorite co-op game, and it was around the time where I had got my own PS3 to myself, and I just decided to buy it. But I'm looking forward to Resident Evil 5 Remake, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what engine they're gonna use. They're probably gonna use the same engine they did with Resident Evil 4, or they might just use the engine that they're using for 9. And I don't know if it's the same engine for 9 as it was in 4. I hope not. Hope it's an improvement. But yeah, man, that's really all I have to say today. Just wanted to drop a video talking about this because I am actually, kind of consistently back at the gym. So that's why you guys haven't been seeing me stream as often. So, but I'll get back to it. I'm kind of on Ninja Gaiden doubt. I kind of want to switch to another game and come back to Razor's Edge, but we'll see. Probably go towards Mega Man 11 or Final Fantasy X, because those are the two games that I'm like sort of juggling right now. But all right, you guys, just let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about this possible remake. I'm not gonna say possible; it's gonna happen. Give the video a like or a dislike as to your liking, as always, and subscribe. Peace.